Let's talk about walking with a walker after a tummy tuck. Do you really need one? Are you harming yourself if you don't use one? Are you doing yourself a disservice if you do use one, or are you going to heal faster if you use one? Hi, I'm Manera from Tummy Tuck Rehab, and this video is going to cover the topic of using a walker after the tummy tuck operation. If you're getting this procedure done, one of the most important things you can do afterwards is start walking. Walking promotes circulation throughout the body, which is absolutely needed after being under general anesthetic. And this is going to help you to prevent blood clots. It also helps your joints to remain lubricated and allows your muscles to continue being used and allows you to breathe in deeper, and that lets you take in more air, thereby preventing another post-op complication like pneumonia. So what is the top recommendation for anyone who has just had the surgery? It's to walk. Walk every day, walk multiple times a day. However, after a tummy tuck, that is often easier said than done, and that's for a number of reasons. But the number one reason for this is pain. Pain from the surgery itself, but also pain from low back pain, mid back pain, pain from being hunched over. Both of these make it extremely difficult for you to do the very important task of walking. Some people don't even have pain right away, it develops over time, so everybody is different. But there are going to be some people that right away after the surgery, when they are home, that they do have pain within the abdomen and in their backs, and it becomes burdensome on the body. And it makes it more difficult to walk. So much so that it completely drains their energy for the rest of the day. So what is the solution here? Well, it's to use a walker or any kind of assistive walking device. Using a walker can almost instantaneously alleviate the pain associated with walking. And what does this allow for? It allows you to be more comfortable when you're walking. It allows you to experience less pain in your body, less added pain from the activity itself, all while allowing you to reap all the benefits of still being able to walk. So using a walker can help you become more consistent in your walking program while reducing the stress on the body in doing it, and also promoting mobility, airflow, and circulation, all of those good things. But the question is, well, isn't it bad to use something that encourages me to stay hunched over? Aren't I supposed to use my muscles to keep them strong so that they don't weaken further? What I want you to keep in mind here is that the walker isn't going to make you weaker. Actually, the walker is probably going to make you stronger and help you recover faster because it's going to allow you to regain mobility and your stamina back sooner. And it'll probably make it easier and safer for you to move around your house if no one else is around, especially if you're in a lot of pain or maybe nauseous from all the pain medications. Another thing to keep in mind is that it's an assistive device. It's there to provide you with temporary support during this critical time after the surgery. You don't want to be using it forever. In fact, it is a good idea to wean off of it over a period of time. Usually those who need it the most during the first few days, and then by the first week, they're using it less. By the end of the second week, they're usually not using it at all. And then regarding the walker promoting a hunched over posture, remember, it's supporting you by taking the pressure off of your back muscles, which are going to be gripping intensely if you're walking tipped forwards. And it is significantly reduced when you have something to lean onto. So here's a tip. You can raise the walker height to the highest level so that you're not leaning over as much. And that way you can be as upright as your body allows and as your doctor allows. Because remember, some doctors actually tell you not to stand up straight for a few days, maybe even after a couple of weeks or even longer. Some will want you to stand up as soon as you feel comfortable in doing so. So everybody is different. And in your scenario, if you are allowed to stand up straight, but you just can't because of the pain and the discomfort, and you're trying to walk, but this pain is really limiting you, well, that's what the walker can really help with. Now, you might also be wondering, do I have to use a walker? And the answer is no, you don't have to. It's an option to make walking more comfortable, and which then allows you to be more consistent with it. If you feel comfortable enough just walking around and holding furniture and just kind of going slowly at your own pace and maybe having someone close by, then no, you don't need it. But if you're in a lot of pain, you're not allowed to stand up, and every time you do try to walk, you're just in so much discomfort, a walker will make all the difference in the world. Another question is, what kind of walker should you be using? When you're recovering from a tummy tuck, you don't want to use anything with wheels, so you really don't want to use a rollator walker or an aluminum walker that has wheels attached to the bottom. This will make it harder for you since you'll feel like it's rolling away from you if you put too much weight onto it. And so you won't really have as much control. But if you just use a standard foldable aluminum walker, these are sturdy enough to support you because there are no wheels and you'll be able to lean into it and it won't slide away from you. But not having wheels does make this walker a little harder to use, and that's because you'll have to lift it up every time you take a step. Instead, you can put tennis balls underneath each of the legs of the walker, and this will allow you to slide the walker on the ground. In conclusion, if there's ever a time when using a walker might be necessary, it's after a major surgery like the tummy tuck. If you feel like it'll help you become more supported, more comfortable, and in less pain while you're walking, then use it. If you're not in that much pain and you are able to walk around without it, then you won't need it. If you're looking for more tips on recovering from a tummy tuck, hit the subscribe button below so you can be notified as soon as our next helpful video is out. I'm Manera from Tummy Tuck Rehab, and I'm wishing you ease in your preparation for and recovering from the tummy tuck.